What's complicated?
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us!
Hey, Hans.
Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine!
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had, some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
I made it mad, and when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
Human!
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands, the core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said,
No worries,
I took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
Yeah, he
See
remembers.
now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Hans was badly wounded during a night raid on Talmberg Castle, and I had to carry him out of the battle on my back, so he wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Gracious! Raiding a castle? That must be pretty wild, eh?
Indeed it was! Arrows raining down,
enjoying our
outnumbered
stories.
by hordes of foes mercilessly charging at us from all sides. I'm truly indebted to Henry for getting me out of that fix.
But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts.
Ooh.
I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail, and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the 2 of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zhelioth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena.
Oh, we'll get the recipe
This'll come in handy.
for basic
No doubt.
save potion.
But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned gratitude at the House of Light for all
Clean up.
the doors of Perkstein shall always
There we
be
go.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Ladies were more than generous.
Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in trust events.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I...
Just eat.
tried to sell some baskets and ointments there.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
Nearly twice as much as we do, so it's no wonder
What about the rest of our company?
but I understand.
Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I've known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit
That
the
was rough
road,
beginning of his game.
there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
There's no end of work to do.
He's long since over the hills and far away. You're yanking my pizzle.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes, we'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though, so you need a weapon right away. Here you go. You never know.
Where'd you get it?
Where'd you get it?
I found it in the dung pile. Must have belonged to the fellow I brawled with that night we got here. Come on,
I guess thank
let's
you.
get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
And a weapon. Okay. This is a wholesome scene. Wait. Oh, she's my nan. She just gave me some money. Take what's that? Oh, Rosanna, you're... Wow. You're a godsend. Oh, man. We brought so much trouble to our doorstep, but yet he helped us. Nurses both back to help. cinematic intro. Of course, the first thing he spots is the broth. That was great.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Oh, we're not gonna be able to prove who we are.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Look,
Fucking shit!
rude.
You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai. Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
That guy that won't allow us in. I think we saw him at the scene
What?
of the ambush.
The fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Clean your face.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Oh, that's sarcasm. So much sarcasm.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Especially at the wash and change.
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
And some coin in.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
It's not your fault they died. Don't blame yourself.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it
We had to go through that.
didn't always
otherwise,
seem that way.
We'll keep the
wouldn't-
promise
you know,
we
you
made
wouldn't-
up, Bajenis. The
wouldn't have
best
a
way
game,
to honour
would
their
be-
memory is to finish our mission.
Would be a
We'll get
challenge,
inside
would
the
be a
castle.
peak.
You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Dude, they got fish.
Cheers.
Oh, that's that girl we
What is
saved.
it? That's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for.
I bear that witch. Wench.
What I tell you. What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Oh, Henry, we gotta get you cleaned up.
I've seen you before.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
That's really this game is.
Talk about
But that Torang only gave me the innards.
What do you expect?
What was that?
That's wounded.
Oh.
This is only gonna clean us so much.
Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment.
Look out!
I'll be right back.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
Oh, I don't clean the shit
What
up.
pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
Maybe she wasn't supposed to be there.
You were washing laundry, and these bandits attacked you. I was in the water, and I distracted them from you.
That's nice of you. Helping some unfortunate girl. But it wasn't me. You're mistaking me for someone else.
What does she come? Think she's some kind of Jedi? She's like,
Here's
I
your
am not the girl you're
wine.
looking for.
Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
Okay, thanks for the information.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Oh, she loves busting out chops, doesn't she?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Ready for what?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you'll work your debt off, like I said.
Like I say.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
Right?
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure,
Hey,
it's
what's
less
up?
daunting
What's
work
up,
than
Andy? How you
fighting
doing, bud?
bandits in the woods.
It's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right. We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Skalitz.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
Oh, I'm enjoying it. It's quite good. I'm liking the... I only did a little bit of combat. I like the combat so far.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Sameen is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bat-house wench.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Sameen is his vassal.
Who is this Sameen?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Sameen. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Sameen is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting hitched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Sameen, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Outdo each other?
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Good lad at heart.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Here it comes.
What's she up to, Christopher Jandy? Give a shout out to Christopher Jandy here. Awesome dude. He's also playing through this. Also plays Cake and Talk Off. And occasionally he does Princess speedruns. He's a good dude. Check him out, guys. You're welcome, good sir.
Taking the time again.
Oh, he almost looked like Booger, like Revenge of the Nerds.
I was wondering if you'd lend me your bullet when it's time to sew.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Berghoff is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Sameen, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Berghoff will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll think of something.
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
Yanking
I
the pizzle
can't
there, Andy.
work. I'm a noble. What if someone
You yanking
saw
my
me?
noble pizzle.
All right, I understand. I'll carry them by myself.
I'm glad you know your place.
Oh.
Although, a couple of sacks wouldn't kill you, eh?
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
So, which do I belong to?
Roman Catholic Church.
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labour, it wouldn't be such an offence against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favour.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Yeah, we gotta get Mutt back. Peppers.
What did I do to you?
Looked at me with that face of yours. Oh, here's the card.
Where is that bloody innkeeper?
Oof!
I'll have a beer.
That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Hold on. Hey, the sack's here, okay. And she said don't put it on the floor. I get moldy and just go back.
Hey! I heard you're in need of money,
Big
friend.
sack.
Aye, true enough.
Aye, coming right up.
I'm really gonna earn that. Not keep.
I promised myself I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year. So, have you got any ideas?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't leave it till the last moment.
Well, she was nice enough to give us some meat and
That was our company.
drool, whatever that.
It was the same bandits who attacked Lord von Bergov's men. Why the fuck doesn't anyone believe us?
Maybe because you've got no way of proving it.
We lost everything. That was what's best.
Oh, 3 more.
What did you say?
Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon,
Oh, this
Lord
guy.
of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein.
Oh,
You're
damn.
starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Hey, Strawless, hi. Greetings, Space Traveler.
Hey, you.
How you doing, bud?
Get your sweetheart and fuck off out of our village. Both of you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting
I'm telling
me.
you that, bud.
Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You
He finished
scum!
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So. Oh! That's a nice right hook.
I'll show you. It was him.
Why did you do that?
Finish this quickly.
Take the hold away.
Oh, I didn't see you. Wow. I guess stamina back.
I'll rip your ass open.
I'll be done with
Show
you in
your
a flash.
stuff.
Let him have it.
Dang, dude. Jumping me, man.
And us. Good. Du verdammter Mistkerl. Zeig, was du drauf hast. I'll rip you up.
Oh! Ow.
Fuck you.
Whew.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Oh man, into the stocks.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak...
In a full medieval.
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off! Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Gonna come Deliverance games as a class. This is so good.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You pulled me out of the shit! And who dragged you through the woods at night, eh? Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I don't fucking believe it. You're really going to blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl.
And who was too scared to speak? Well, if it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
What you up to today?
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough. Don't you fucking realise how badly you've been wronging me all this time? I bend over backwards for you. I tolerate all your stupid fucking whims. And what do I get? Insults and accusations. But right from the start, you acted like you were on some nobleman's outing. All you cared about was whoring and boozing. You know full well the ambush was your fault, and now you're kicking out so you don't have to admit it.
What do you...
But let me finish. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you, but
No,
unlike
Henry.
you, I'd have managed to deliver that message. And that's because I'm responsible and know how to behave in a way that doesn't make me feel ashamed. In a way that would make my parents proud of me.
Which parents do you mean? Radzig?
Aye, Radzig, let's say. Nobody could be proud of you, Capon. Nobody.
Damn.
We'll see who's proud of who.
Henry had a lot of bottled up feelings there. Next morning. How long? They can't keep us too much longer, right?
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
He was there, like, just listening. Proud of all.
Isn't that? Otto.
Hey! Go, 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 go!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Alright. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
Yeah. He spoke truth, but he's still worried about Capon. Crime and reputation. Every one of your actions has consequences. If you commit crimes, the world around you and its people will react to it. What is a crime? Anything an honest Christian should avoid is considered a crime. One must, though innocent, still break into other people's homes. Consequence of crime. Yeah. What your gods are engaged beyond. Even if no one catches you red-handed, people aren't stupid and they might deduce it was you who did it. You can find information about your rep in the player card. See under the reputation tab. Reputation affects how people treat you. If someone likes you, they'll greet you kindly, and merchants may even give you discounts. On the other hand, if they hate you, they may even not talk to you. You can improve your rep by completing tasks, and you make it worse by committing crimes and acting dishonestly. The way you behave spreads among people, so if you help or hurt one person or another, others in the area will soon hear about it. Improving your rep, a bad rep can always be remedied by paying an indulgence or penance pilgrimage, which can be imposed by a priest. Unrest, if there's a lot of crime going on in the area, people will become more vigilant, arm themselves, and guards will call reinforcements. Ooh.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up lord of Perkstein.
You're in the right place. Over here.
Hey, what's up, girl? What do you want?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh.
Moss.
For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You don't have to thank me. I could have done without it. And that fracas in front of the tavern as well.
Oh well. Not many people can make such a strong first impression.
Oh, right.
But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Oh, you're right.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
What's your name anyway?
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You reach a new level in speech and hard point. So yeah, wanderer.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why?
Because you look like you need it.
I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long. Just until I find a way to make a living.
She's sending a letter.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first.
The sarcasm is real.
That's going to take me a long while yet.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
My combat trading.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him,
wild.
He sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Okay, he's a super Chad.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
You didn't listen to me. You can take him on, but I think you'll get trounced.
Are you certain?
Believe me, Tomcat knows some trick. Clubbers everyone like little boys.
You sound like a fangirl.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Other skills. Thank you.
I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although, that might not be a sorry sight.
Oh,
very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin? A monk's robe? Or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
But I'd prefer something a little more ordinary. I'd like to blend in with the locals and not attract attention.
After what you did here with that friend of yours, even the deaf and blind would immediately recognise you. But between the two of us, it's easy enough to scrounge up a shirt and trousers if you know where to look.
Thanks.
Ooh,
These will come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
Ooh, we got a lockpick.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
What do they do like clothes? So we can travel. Yeah, we got fast travel points here. Yeah, we're gonna need to get clothes first. Also need to find a trough so we can clean up.
Put some clothes on. You can't just go walking.
You gotta get me some clothes first. You can start lockpicking by holding E if you have a lockpick in the inventory. Use the cursor's eyes to find the correct lockpick. Position the cursor will turn gold when you're in the right spot. Start rotating the whole lock with D and keep the lockpick in the right position with the mouse. Difficulty depends on the complexity of it. Turn until the lock is open. Oh.
Bloody hell.
Oh, I locked. Oh, dang. Oh.
What are you playing at?
Oh.
If I catch you poking around in locks, you'll be in for it.
Yeah, yeah.
I need a bandage, quick.
That was totally not trying to break in there. Oh, hey, they're no longer stolen. Also, we can wear that. Wait, hold on.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Got it. Alright. We can't wear both. Okay, we got shoes, we got a shirt, so okay. There we go. It's somewhat more respectful. Find a way to get to the wedding, that's the main objective. Gain access to the wedding party. Part of the beggar told me that the gypsies camp by the rock. Now a pond, there's a showman named Tomcat. Oh, that's over there. Ooh. Ooh, it's way over there, okay. There we go, not senseless. I hate this kill horse. Hey, what is it, puppers? Oh, I'm stepping that.
Doesn't it bother you? Walking around here like some kind of animal.
Was machst du? Raus, du Bastard!
Yeah. The shop screen consists of two parts: the merchant's inventory for buying goods and Henry's inventory for selling them. Selected items to buy and sell are placed in your basket, the contents of which can be viewed in the upper right corner under the basket tab. The bottom bar will display information